Folks, hear ye, hear ye. The show was ready to start. We all have hard outs because most of the people that work on the Swolecast have jobs. I'll leave it to you to decipher who could have potentially been late. It's the Week 17 super early first look. Can you see Mattek from the Swolecast? I was like, yep, that's me.
I just want you guys to know I'm total dust. I'm the problem.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Leave it to the guy with the crypto dunes, Abby, to not understand context.
I should have known you getting 30 likes was directly written by someone else.
You know me, I don't do a ton of research before the show.
I've put no research into this. Don't know if it's true at all.
You're on the right show.
To it, bro. Live a little.
Live a little.
Just live a little, guys.
All right, welcome in.
Look who's here. Look who decided to show up.
Cat drug in.
I apologize, guys. My family has been sick, so was legit searching for medicine for my 10-year-old. Apparently was the wrong medicine, but I'm here.
Family sick? Seemed like you guys were doing lots of activities on the IG stories last night for a sick family.
Yeah, did you notice someone missing, Pete? And did you notice this sick emoji when I mentioned my wife? So you will realize eventually, Pete, when it's holiday season.
My wife's sick too. Shut up.
When it's Christmas season and the one that does everything for everyone is sick, and you're thrust into this, this bell cow role, like I have been right now.
No one does less with more.
That's right.
No one does less with more.
Yeah, but we're here. We're here. And
you're like Patrick Taylor Jr. with the full backfield to yourself.
I hope I'm like Kendre Miller. That's who I hope I'm like. Can we get a 26 spot out of him tonight to advance one of my teams? That's
probably not, Dave.
Yeah, I'm going to say no for that one.
Okay. All right. Paul V says, Kitchen more of a change of pace, father.
Sort of the Naheem Hines of dads. You're good to compliment.
You're more like Eddie Lacy, and I mean 2024 Eddie Lacy.
Stop. Pete, I thought you said you were going to put on a Christmas hat.
I did. I know.
This was going to be Christmas.
Here's the thing. My wife's sick, and here's the thing you need to know when you have a family.
He was out trying to find medicine for her.
I feel like I've got the lights. I'm at least trying. Tuttle's got the background. He's at least trying. Davis, he has never tried ever for any sort of show that we've ever done. So that just leaves you, Pete. You disappoint me, but that's okay.
Well, here, if it makes you, how about this? If it makes you feel better, I did not want to write the Overzets overview. Tuesday, I've moved on from the week. I'm ready to do it. This morning, I was like, fuck. And I still did it. I did it for the people. So,
okay. Well, thank you
for that. Yeah.
Thank you for doing that. All right, let's talk just about how the week was. How was yesterday? I haven't talked to you guys. Like, how was yesterday for you all?
Bad.
Brutal.
Really bad. About as bad as it gets. Just watched thousands and thousands of dollars of equity fumble as hard as Joe Burrow on 3rd and 1. Instead of just handing it to Chase Brown, which probably would have advanced me anywhere between 5 to 7 more teams. Just a nice little...
Gosh,
good stuff. Good stuff.
And then I felt like Dowdle was on every team I needed last night. And then when they gave the ball to Zeke on the one,
I was
like,
hilarious.
That's it.
Just let it be known that I was right. Looking at your semifinal teams, literally nothing good can come from it. Nothing good can come
because
from
you
it.
still get a sweat, Davis.
A sweat that is literally predetermined to make you feel like I feel, which is like a goddamn asshole for looking in the first place.
Can I tell you actually how to handle this? Because I do mostly agree with Davis. This is how you mitigate that, or how you get past being upset that you're going to get bounced. You go and you look, I was looking at the Chow Chow, and I was like, I'm probably going to finish like at the bottom of this Chow Chow Finals pod, even if I make it and it was like $1,000, I was like, all right, why am I even caring that much? Just go look at the last place prize of the finals you're advancing to, and you'll feel better about not advancing.
I mean, as someone who drafted over 1,000 best ball teams, every dollar back in the account is good. I'm not in a financial place in my life to be saying $1,000. Don't need it.
Yeah, how far we've come.
We're not in the Tyler Harrow days,
Yeah.
Well, it's like I just refuse to put more money into this stuff. Like I'm not selling things. I'm not moving things around. So like the money I win is the money I have to play best ball, you know? So,
Davis, what if you were really forced with the decision, like there was no other on-ramp for you to play best ball, no other fiat, no promotional credits?
Yeah.
Would you consider selling a little bit of Bitcoin to feed your best ball habit?
No, because that is how you end up. That's how the fiat machine takes you down, is it convinces you like, oh, if you just put a little bit of your Bitcoin into this. I just had gotten this argument with Kyle and Wiggins last night. They were like, Davis, you're such an idiot. Why would you not just put a little bit of your money on these exchanges and just earn, you just earn on your Bitcoin? I'm like, guys, you're literally the devil. You are literally falling for the trap that the fiat bros want you to do, which is everyone wants your Bitcoin, bro. Don't do it. I would just have to retire. I would just have to go to
You sound so ideological right now.
It's the one thing I believe in this life, man.
Yeah.
That and drafting 5 Chiefs in the mitten.
got a good at in the Swolecast Discord today. Someone asked me if I was autoing them because I just did Patrick Mahomes and Xavier Worthy like 5 consecutive drafts that this guy must have been in.
No, Davis calls that another day at the office.
Davis cashed 2 of my battle royale teams. One that we drafted on the Swolecast stream on Thursday. So
Davis and Liam teaching Soccer Dave how to play battle royale is quite the experience.
Yeah, I was really close to taking down the the next level to the min cash, whatever the min cash, the $14 level, whatever the level past that was. I was almost ready to take that down. But yeah, this is a first look show. We're looking ahead to week 17. This is a big week. It's a big week for a lot of people. Some are just spectators, but you don't have to be. You don't have to be, because this show is going to get you ready. If you're a spectator in all your best ball portfolio, then get back in there. Get back in there with the DFS streets. And who better to prep the table, to set the table for us than Mr. Overzet and his Overzets overview.
Got that dog in the butt. Got that dog in the butt. Overzet overview. Come
on. All right, we finished in 4th place in the Week 16 Swolecast Championship on IKB last week. The only thing holding us back was Dave wanting to play the Titans defense, who scored -1 points.
Didn't I also play Chig, though? Did we play Chig?
No, we didn't.
No.
It was discussed, I think.
Dave, you should know better. The Titans defense has been unplayable ever since they lost to your Tart, and I don't know why you allowed us to do that there for the cash game. The Swolecast is playing on a short week, so the quality of the show will be even worse than normal, which is a truly scary thought. Technically, this is a DFS show, but Best Ball Discourse is all the rage right now. 2 former BBM champs, Chess Liam and Justin Herzig, are advancing teams to the BBM finals. It's nice for the best ball community to have 2 pillars to rally behind this week. If one of those 2 could take it down, I truly think it would feel like we all won, you know? Our sponsor, Andy from IKB, is likely to get a team to the BBM finals. That's who the Swolecast is collectively rooting for.
Yeah.
Oh, you won BBM? Price of the brick is going up around here, brother.
I'm rooting for Liam. I'm rooting for Liam. There would just be nothing funnier.
Davis, I literally just said why we have to root for Andy, because it means we're going to get a pay raise around here. Come on, Davis.
1st and 2nd place.
When do I get my first check from this? By the way, is now the time to bring that up? Or?
He pays by word on the show. So okay. If you didn't make it to the BBM finals, you're legally required to post about how you changed the structure next year in a way that would have helped you this year.
No, these are. You should go to jail if you tweet that. That should be the new FBI in best ball. Should be if you tweet shit about the best ball structure, no trial, straight to jail.
I wonder if anyone who wins 6 figures in BBM this year will want to change the structure. There's a lesson in that, probably. I do remember when
Mathology wants to change the structure.
I do remember when after Karade won that summer, he's like, kind of would like it if they flattened the playout structure next year. I bet you fucking would. This is about the point of the year where we hear about some team that Kitchen has in the playoffs on a random ass site. Oh yeah, I got a loaded team on RTS Sports, guys.
No, you don't know about that button hook
on
DraftKings.
Sports is the right wing slappy of fantasy sports for sure.
Kitchen, what? Yeah, you got like a top 800 team on Drafters. What do you got cooking?
No, I've got right now advancing one in the button hook on DraftKings, one of the top ones. I need 5 points out of Juwan Johnson to advance one to the Fast Puppy, where the top prize is $200,000. And then
I like Juwan tonight.
Yeah, I need 25 Kendra Miller points to advance on DraftKings to the Millie.
Okay. There you go. There's your update. It is funny. We spent all summer correlating week 17 teams only to have no week 17 teams. And now we get to play a DFS slate where the Sims will tell us not to correlate too much. God bless America. Merry Christmas. Back to you, Dave.
Thank you. Thank you.
I clicked the wrong goddamn thing.
If we could just get out of here after that, that'd be great.
That would have been an extremely good bit. That would have been. I should have just ended the stream. That would have been. The people would have got what they came for.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have to deal with us and our takes. But this is like the thesis behind the First Look show. Like none of us have looked at week 17 except for all summer. When I've
drafted 10 BRs already.
Yeah,
that's sick.
Yeah, that is sick.
Davis, don't make me big.
Hurry up.
Go for it.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I was drafting a BR. You know, it was in the other tab.
Shocked.
Not actually. I'm locked in.
Shocked. All right. Yeah. What are some of the
For the audio listeners, Chris says if Pete said happy holidays instead of Merry Christmas, Dave would have ended it.
Oh, no, I'm down with happy holidays. Happy holidays.
No one believes you, David.
I could say happy holidays. Now, if you say Xmas, we got a big problem. All right, so let's move on to this week's slate. Davis, since you're the ones who have drafted some BRs, who were the matchups that you're looking forward to?
Buddy, it's bad. The main slate is 8 games because we got games literally every day.
Yeah, we got the 2 Netflix games.
You got the 2 Netflix games. Jalen Hurts is very unlikely to play due to having concussion. So that's not great.
By the way, I just mentioned a few weeks ago about a guy who had come off the concussion protocol to play the next week. And then yesterday I saw you tweet out, who was it? Someone you thought it was the first time in this season.
Nez said that to me on Friday, and it really stuck with me. I don't know. I don't know why.
And everybody in your mentions telling you all the players that have come off a week.
Yeah, the tale is old as time. The Buccaneers desperately, absolutely need to win, and Mike Evans fell behind his pace to have the 1,000-yard season. They get the Carolina Panthers. Dalton Kincaid is on the slate, so there's at least one guy you don't have to play. But really, it's actually kind of tight butts time for the Bills. Colts theoretically are still in the playoff. Most of these games matter. I'm actually going through the games right now. Tennessee, Jacksonville doesn't matter. Raiders, Saints does not matter. And I think every other game is effectively a must-win for one or both of the teams, which for Week 17 main slate is pretty good.
We also have 6 early slate, 2 late slate, and they flexed today. Dallas and Philly, they're now on the early slate, and now Green Bay and Minnesota are in the late slate. So that's going to be fun having that game be at that. It's like the late. It's Miami at Cleveland, and then 325 or 425
Green Bay, Minnesota, and it's all going to come down to Green Bay, Minnesota, and I can already tell you what's going to happen. Justin Jefferson, 9 receptions, let's call it 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. As of course I was right, just didn't draft good enough players in the regular season.
Yeah, it's a tough scene for you, Davis. Let's
Xavier Worthy scoring 19 fantasy points per game in the fantasy playoffs. Let's just say that one's not lost on me.
So let's talk about the quarterbacks, because it's like a bunch of backup quarterbacks. You got Josh Allen against the Jets. I don't know if Pete's worried about his hand or not. You got Baker.
Are you worried he's going to run less with his broken hand?
He did. He did probably run a little less yesterday.
Right before he went on it, did like the 2 highest scoring games ever.
Yeah, but then yesterday you kind of saw the reports come out saying that he's been playing with this broken hand all season.
Yeah.
That was reports just like they're not going to try, basically.
Yeah.
No, the report, Tuttle, they came out because Lamar Jackson smashed. So the Josh Allen MVP people had to put something out. 100%. That's why.
Oh, this is like you really.
I don't have a horse in the race. My guy, not a deserving MVP candidate this year. Yeah. But yeah, that is why the Josh Allen report came out.
You got Tua at Cleveland. You got Sam Darnold and Jordan Love. You got Baker against Carolina. Honestly, Bryce Young is in the conversation this week.
Yeah. They the Panthers, Luke Kuechly's been saying this, and other people, they when Bryce makes a good play, they say he's Bryce cold.
Ooh, I like
Bryce
it.
cold.
No, I like it.
Peter, do we like it?
I like it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Pete, you're kind of like sassy Pete today. Is it? Is it?
Bryce cold? Fuck off, Kitchen. That's so bad.
Is it because of the best ball advancing teams, or is it because of sickness in your house? Like,
I'm not allowed to say something stupid. Bryce Cold is stupid.
No, it just seems like
Bryce Cold is stupid.
It just seems like you're a little annoyed right now.
I'm annoyed that you're late to our show. Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Set me off.
I'll tell you right now. I can just already see the 2020th or the 2024 of 2024ist things happening, which is that Jonathan Taylor is in this unbelievable spot against the Giants, coming off of literally the greatest game of his career. It's like, oh my God, dude, I'm just gonna lock in Jonathan Taylor against Giants. We're gonna get to Sunday, and the libs and the solver users are gonna be like, no, dude, Anthony Richardson, incredible leverage, the greatest leverage, and Jonathan Taylor is gonna end up being 23% owned instead of 37%. And Anthony Richardson is going to be 9% more on than whatever Leone has it projected for.
Just play. I feel like you can just play one or the other in different lineups. Like they both have a legit chance to smash. It's not like
the Sims are going to like both.
The Sims are going to like them together too.
Contests,
yeah. Yep. I think that's got to be awful. I think that has got to be terrible. By the way,
all the chat's basically saying the same thing. That sim libs are sounding a lot like Trump. Trump is a lib now.
You think Trump is Saber or Solver? It's hard to say.
Can you imagine watching Trump run a post-lock sim?
The sim telling him he was negative 20% sim ROI, but he won. He was like, how does that make any sense?
All right.
despite the bad game or rough game last night, Baker's going to be mega chalk in this spot, right?
Mega giga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most owned quarterback. Evans will be Baker. Evans will be the most combo owned guys of the slate, and McMillions, honestly. Kate Otten, I guess, could be back. I don't know how bad his injury is. He's questionable.
Well, but the incentives in Narrative Bros are down horrendous after the Trey McBride failed tut. He had his lowest first read target rate of the entire season. They weren't even looking his way, despite Kyler's fucking fake ass TikTok post saying they were going to get him a touchdown.
That was the Kyler the Kyler Instagram post. How much did that shake? How much did that move ownership, you think? The Kyler Instagram post?
4 percentage points.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. I know I clicked him, and I probably would not have been as woke to clicking him over Bowers without
that
it.
team that I need Juwan Johnson for 5 points has Trey McBride on it. So I'm honestly hoping it advances because,
dude, does anyone run worse?
I mean, the other part of this being like such a first look show is that we don't know what's going to happen in the New Orleans game tonight.
I got a pretty good sense.
Have you looked at the spread and the team totals? We got a pretty good idea.
I mean,
that's what we thought last night. Guys, have you not heard anything?
That was a 3.5 point spread last night, David.
They have a 14.5 point team total, and Kitchen's like, anything could happen.
Dante Pettis is gonna break the slate, and
but if he goes, like if he goes nuts, and honestly, the Saints don't want to win. Like they don't want to win.
No idea. There's just no way. There's no way of knowing.
I'm just talking about the quarterback play in particular.
I mean, there's nothing that could happen other than Jordan Love getting injured that would make me change my feelings on how Green Bay, Minnesota will play out. Now, you could, if Kendre Miller comes out tonight and gets Alvin Kamara workload.
Yeah.
What do you?
You said Green Bay, Minnesota, but you meant to say Green Bay and
no, I meant there's nothing Jordan Love could do tonight that would change how we would feel in Week 17. It's a Week 17 super early first look show, David. The one thing that could really impact would be Kendre Miller's 5,500 for the Week 17 slate. If he comes out, they play another no hope team, the Raiders. If they're feeding him the ball down 17 in the third quarter, $5,500 Kendre Miller will be a mega stone jam.
What happens when Jamal Williams gets his revenge?
Exactly.
And
100
yards, 2 touchdowns. What happens then?
Yeah, if that happens, Kendre Miller will be more of a Patrick Taylor Jr. category play.
Who clicked on Patrick Taylor Jr. this
I
week?
did. I did once.
This guy was talking up Patrick Taylor all Sunday.
I'd like, to be fair, if you would have told me the role that he had, I would have done it again. If you would have told me he had 3 targets and had 70% of the team rushes, I would have done it again, I think. Can he really be that much?
What did he have? 8 carries? If I told you he had 8 carries, you would have done it again?
I was using rate stats to make my play sound better. Being
on Patrick Taylor on the one good Debo game in like 6 weeks is perfect.
Debo Samuel in the Millie winner again. Not that
I mean
there's like any lesson there or anything, but
totally. Davis, someone did ask on our last Swolecast about Debo, and you said no, absolutely not at all.
I said you got to play Randy Moss, who I think had 2 receptions for 19 yards. Again, there's a lesson in that.
All right. Let's make a lineup. Davis, I'm assuming, because I came in the middle of your intro, I'm assuming you already introed the IKB as a sponsor.
No. Nope.
Like you said, this is the Swolecast sponsored by IKB.
No, and then he even said he wasn't rooting for our sponsor in BBM and was actually rooting for Liam instead.
Then let me just correct the record and saying this show is endorsing Andy and his team to
endorsing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has this, Andy's team has a Swolecast endorsement. We are rooting for him to win. So Davis's
okay.
opinions,
What's the team? What's the team?
His own.
I can know who I'm rooting for.
We can pull it up in a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to list off 18 players right now.
That would Pete. Remember when you serviced the audio listeners and read the entire FFPC draft board?
That was a sassy Pete moment for sure.
That was a sassy Pete moment.
But yeah, we do have the week 17 championship. Might need them to adjust that.
Oh yeah,
that title.
Thank
So,
you. I'll let Andy know.
We will we'll have it on there. And then do we know who won last week? I'd like to give a shout out to them.
Yeah, let's let me go back here.
Yeah.
It was Jason
12.
What a team.
180
Keenan, DJ
bucks.
with Caleb. I mentioned Malik Neighbors too. That
Malik
really
Neighbors
won it
didn't
all.
win any. Yeah, we need to be better.
Show our team. Show our team.
We finished in fourth.
I know.
We had the Caleb with Keenan with Gibbs bring back. We had Achan and Jawan Jennings. We had Jonnu. And really, it was just the Titans' defense literally cost us.
Gosh.
Man, who was sharp and picked Caleb and Keenan?
I think
everyone in the entire field. Actually,
we did it first here on the show, on the first look show.
Yeah, I did pick Achan. I remember that, and Davis I think picked Juwan Jennings. So,
yeah.
I
mean
know,
Randy Moss?
He did, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
say his given name.
Let's let's move on to this slate. And you know what, Pete? This is a giving show, so I'm going to give you the first pick.
Wow.
When you're present.
I appreciate that, Dave. You know what? We talked about Baker being Giga Chalk. I don't know if people would get there. People are big mad about what happened with Bucky on Monday. Let's go to Bucky Irving here versus Carolina.
Are they big mad? You couldn't have paid me to watch that game. What happened
last night?
Yeah.
Oh.
Davis, you keep doing this bit that you don't like watch anything island games. Yeah, I don't really buy it.
I watched the Chiefs.
You were on a show saying like you couldn't pay me to watch primetime Chiefs or whatever. I've heard you say that.
I normally watch the Chiefs. I am so cooked on Sunday. I stream for 4 hours in the morning. I sweat the games, and then I do another show at night. I'm just cooked, dude. I cannot watch Buccaneers.
Trust me, dude.
Cowboys.
I understand what Sundays are like as a content creator.
You stream for like 45 minutes to people who pay you.
Hey, you guys both need a COO. That's all I'm saying.
You don't even start with me, David. I'm so tired after the slate when I have to write a column for Fantasy Life and the newsletter, and I'm exhausted.
But why are people mad about the Bucky Irvin thing?
Why are people mad?
Because he barely played in the second half. It was Rashad White out there, and Bucky was cooking in the first half.
Yeah, it was like there were this past a funny behind the scenes thing. If you are an OG and you remember the old Fantasy Insiders days, you remember Ben Pritchett. He had CeeDee Lamb and Bucky Irving to advance to our home league finals. He was so confident. And literally, they got, I think, 4 points. He needed 5 points. He lost by 0.11 points. Just needed 2 Bucky Irving yards. It was sad.
See?
It was
people
so
are big mad.
See, people are mad.
All right. Tuttle?
Tuttle's locked in. Tuttle's locked in.
I'm locked in on this week. And
IKB.
IKB. It's not like I'm watching Northern Illinois versus Fresno State shootout over here on the side.
Gosh.
Or anything like that. Let us go with Anthony Richardson at QB.
You were right, Davis. You were right.
Davis called
or should I say
that's a
Trump
pencil
Davis
pushing, that's
was
a pencil
right.
pushing lib pick if I've ever seen one.
Davis Trump was right.
We're saying it. All right. I'll have the courage. I think Green Bay wide receivers are going to be this week's.
Whoa. We got some Shefty bombs. Since this is the first look show, guess who just claimed Deontay Johnson?
The Texans.
Go with the Texans, maybe.
Davis says the Chiefs.
Great fit Chiefs, dude. They're the new Patriots.
The Texans claimed them. There you go.
Wow.
Surely,
It's
surely,
actually a greatfit.com.
surely that'll solve their issues. No way to.
I feel
Well,
like
their issue is one of their wide receivers just had his kneecap dislocated and his ACL torn. So it does seem like an issue that's being solved.
That was gnarly.
I can't watch knee injuries because I had like a really bad knee injury, so I can't do it. I tore my ACL, MCL, and cartilage, so I can't watch those injuries. Davis, you're laughing.
I am laughing because you just did the Peter Jennings. You just did the
my Achilles.
No,
every time
from somebody that's torn his Achilles, it's a tough road to recover.
Every time someone injures their Achilles, you will get CSU tweeting, "Dude, I wasn't playing golf for like 13 months after this. It's a really gnarly injury."
All we need is Deontay returning punts, so now he can tout a double dip.
Boy, that is reaching back into the OG bag. Davis, I didn't even hear who you were said because I was too busy breaking news. Who'd you say for your pick?
I'll take Romeo Dubs.
Oh,
yeah, I think this is a good pick because after Christian Watson breaks the showdown slate tonight, people will he'll be kind of chalky next week.
Does Jaden Reed get more than 11 points tonight, Tuttle? In a half point
for you, no.
Well, it's for I need him to get less than that.
Oh, then yes.
I'm sweating this home league more than any other best ball team that I have with more money on the line because you guys will appreciate this.
Will we?
My my home league, they tease me about
same.
It's been so long since I've won a championship, so it's like a bit in the chat, and I've got to get it off my back because
Dave, I've never won ours, and I'm making the final. I'm making the final for the first time this year. I needed Bucky to outscore. I needed Bucky to outscore Mike Evans last night.
Oh, yeah. So if you're not, a high profile fantasy football guy, you probably don't understand what it's like to not win your home league with your normie friends, and they just make fun of you saying the last time you won was in the Bush era, all sorts of things. Like it's just a running joke.
But your friends don't actually think you're like some notable fantasy analyst that should be winning, right?
I'm sorry.
Surely not.
Like they gotta get it, right?
No, and nobody tell them. They still think whatever move
they know that you're not like the type that writes a usage column. You're the guy that skips your boss's usage column.
They know that.
Davis, this Dobbs pick is wild on Monday. Are you going to issue a global swap if he has like a 4% target share tonight?
No. There's Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson, and Jaden Reed are this week's DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Roma Dunze, and kind of everyone goes with their flavor based on their personality. DJ Moore, left wing slappy. Jaden Reed, left wing slappy. Romeo Dobbs, Keenan Allen, right wing slappy. Roma Dunze.
No, Keenan Bridges is bipartisan.
I guess Rome is like Green Party slappy.
Yes.
Like, yeah. But yes, that they will be. I predict that these guys are going to be the level of chalk-ish, close. Probably not as chalky, but they're going to project very, very well.
Is this first look show ever before a Monday Night Football game? Actually,
I believe so. I believe so.
I'm going to go keep on going back to the well and go with Malik Neighbors.
Jesus, man.
Good pick, David.
Thank you.
Little bring back the Michael Penix Neighbors correlation worked last week. Why wouldn't the Anthony Richardson Neighbors one work this week?
Dude. Penix booty was right there. It was right there. Kayshawn Boutte, Michael Penix. It was right there, man.
Dude, that Millie Maker winning team was an absolute fever dream. I couldn't believe that shit.
Sometimes.
Who's it back to? Who started us?
It's you, Pete. You got the
It's me.
first gift.
Yeah, you started us with Bucky.
Beautiful. Let's see here. I don't really want to think about tight end, so let's just play a grown-ass man against the Saints and put in Brock Bowers.
Oh.
In the dome? In the dome, dude? Brock Bowers in the dome? I bet he probably played
games.
I bet he played one of his college football playoff games here. I'd have to look it up, but I bet he did. And I bet he had some crazy game here. That's my headcanon. No one correct me if I'm wrong.
We might have to flex Chig then, because I really want to play him.
We need a cheapie.
Here.
We need a cheapie. I got us. Let's play Jalen Coker.
Ooh.
No, you and your Jalen Coker, who you like last week, you're like, dude's gonna be
he had
90% owned. Guy's gonna be 90%.
Yeah, give us the
owned.
sell for Jalen Coker.
He had 5 targets and just missed the toe tap touchdown. Yeah, we should play Kendra Miller. Chad is correct. We should play Kendra Miller.
Well, who's
a new
Shout out to
Mendy.
Michael Heary.
Shout out to Michael Heary, new member.
Just changed his life. This Michael Heary just changed the trajectory of his life by becoming a Swolecast member.
Sure would be nice for us to have gifted memberships turned on.
Do you know who Michael is?
Thanksgiving holiday.
Do you know when you see the data viz at Establish the Run, like he takes Leone's data and makes it look pretty? That's the man who does it.
Wow. So he's like him and Patrick Barnes YouTube are
yeah.
Sort of...
The what we've learned is that the people who work behind the scenes at ETR are some of our biggest fans.
Lesson in that. There's a lesson in that. No, we don't have to do Coker. We don't have to do Coker if you guys don't want to.
I'm fine with Coker.
I mean, I would just rather go like McMillan.
I'm just gonna go Josh Downs since it's my pick anyway.
That's fine. Sammy played Josh Downs in cash. I mean,
I saw that. That was wild.
Of all the wildest Soccer Dave ass bullshit that I've ever happened. And Nate faded Chase Brown and just was like, no problem. Shipper.
So good.
Gosh. All right. So we have room for one running back and a
Kitchen went ahead and plugged Coker in, eh?
No.
Well, someone said Coker. Davis did.
Then he said,
let's do McMillan. We have more salary cap than I thought. Let's do McMillan.
Yeah. Okay. The curse is lifted. So we need a running back and a DST.
We should play like Browns D, right? Or Cowboys D versus Pickett. I will issue a global alert.
Yeah, Cowboys D looked good last night. Davis, that's the Cowboys you grew up cheering for. Am I right?
Yeah, Dave, totally. Dallas Cowboys. I've loved them. I've loved them forever. You know.
So that leaves a 7K for Hubbard. Like that's it. Don't love that. I really want Achane in this lineup. Like I
just really want Achane.
Why do you want him so bad, Kitchen? It's fucking Monday, dude.
Because
he's gonna be locked into that pick the whole week too.
Because that
he looks at his salary for like 4 seconds. I gotta have it.
It's a Monday.
If I know Dave, that 50-yard touchdown helped him cash like a $7 same game parlay.
No, it did put me up at second in the DK Millie. So put me. I needed Dowdle to get a 20 spot or Kendra to get a 20 spot.
Okay, I'm going to issue a global alert right here. If you're one of these people that have been logging on to various degenerate discords and like mapping out the scenarios of everything you need for these games, use that creative brain power for something.
Let them have
man.
their fun, Davis. You're miserable.
Davis,
let them have their fun.
Yeah, why not? Do you just want to like stifle any sort of conversation? Like
I just want everyone to be as miserable as I am. I just want everyone to be like, dude, if I just win the little mitten returns too, it's all gonna be okay.
If they can't do it in Discord though, then where can they do it?
I don't know, man.
Davis, like, think about the scale. Let's grade that behavior on a curve of some of the tweets we have to see from the people on Best Ball Twitter who want to change the structures, who don't understand.
All right.
I'm going to let people create some spreadsheets for their teams.
Fair. Dave, did you ever do a show with Nate?
I'm sure I've done a few shows with Nate back in the day.
Yeah, probably a long time ago. That would be
That would be
it was almost
oil
like,
and water combo.
It was like too much brain power for the show, so he had to scale it back.
Dude, Cash Game Week we are so close. We're so close to Cash Game Week, Peter.
Hey, Pete, I'll just drop to 80 Mitchell so Dave can get his guy in there.
From McMillan?
From Downs.
From Downs.
Oh, from Downs. Okay.
What was his route participation like yesterday?
I mean, it doesn't matter. He caught a long pass.
I mean, I think
they dropped back.
They
dropped back 14 times.
Yeah,
it looks like, according to PFF.
They were really throwing the ball a lot.
No, that is mega bullish. Just that he was even on the field
13
that
out of
much.
14 routes,
I'm dying because Kitchen just painted himself this capital A analyst to his buddies that deserves to be respected. And then he asks how many routes he ran, and he goes, "Doesn't matter, got a long time."
Doesn't matter. You guys are not cheating me out of this 8-chan.
That is the brilliant insight that Dave's league mates are like, dude, how do we keep beating this guy? He's just too good.
They know fantasy football is all luck since I haven't won in 19 years. All right.
Entries placed. Come compete with us. We're going to drop the link after the fact here. Or I guess I can drop the link here now in the chat.
Put it in the private chat. And I'll put it in the YouTube description.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Kendre Miller this week?
So tonight?
I'll tell you.
What do we think about
tonight?
You guys feeling good about that game and their favorites against the Raiders?
What's the line of that game, David?
I think it's I think they're a half-point favorites, and the line's or the total's at 40.5.
Kitchen needs 5 points from Jawan Johnson, and in his head he gaslit himself into thinking this is gonna be like a close game shootout.
No, I don't care how it is. I just need 5 points for the guy so I can ship the fast puppy. The fast puppy is the most skill-based.
Davis, will you quit the Swolecast if Kitchen wins the fast puppy for 200K?
No, I've made a decision that I'm actually now going to be happy for people.
No,
I'm going to try. I'm going to try and be like Liam winning again. I actually think would be so funny that it would round trip from me being tilted to being the funniest thing ever.
I think, no, you're just thinking of it pragmatically. You're like, I do this cross stream with him weekly. It'd be great for the personal brand.
I got to be honest. The cross stream with Liam, not so much brand building. People do seem to like it,
wow.
But it wouldn't be what I would call a growth opportunity.
Do you think if he wins BBM2 or BBM a second time, would you start including his name in the title for the cross streams?
Fuck no. No. I don't include anyone's name except for Karane's. Karane's name does crazy on YouTube searches. I have it in my analytics. More people find my YouTube channel searching Pat Karane than find it searching my name. That is crazy, but for whatever reason, Karane's name goes crazy.
Do you think Liam just screwed himself because he has his moniker Chess Liam, and then some people search Liam Murphy?
I think it's just not very. It's just not super unique. Liam Murphy is like there's got to be 100,000 people name that or something. 100,000 is too much. Probably 25,000 people in the world name that.
All right, we got 15 minutes. And
we got to go.
Hard out.
All right, I got a question. I got a question for you guys then. Since come on, it's the first look show. I think we gave you enough.
Saquon. Saquon.
I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about the slate with you anymore, Dave.
You don't want to talk about Saquon?
I can't take you seriously in that hat. It's like it's worse.
He looks like Eddie from the National Lampoon vacation video.
Pete, you said you're putting on a Christmas hat, and then you showed up looking like a J. Crew model. So I don't want to. I don't want to hear it.
I can't wear just a random hoodie without looking like a J. Crew model. I'll take
No,
it.
you don't even have a hat on. You don't have a hat on. Usually you have at least a backwards hat on.
All right, I'm gonna go get a goddamn Christmas hat for the last 14 minutes.
Sassy
Okay.
Pete turns into Santa Pete in front of our eyes. All right.
Dave, this will
what do
be
you think about Jonathan Taylor?
I think I'm gonna end up mega minding myself into not playing him. I can already tell I'm gonna be like, dude, Jacobs leverage on the Packers wide receivers, Devin A-Chain, smash spot, Chuba Hubbard, he's a lock, Bucky Irving. I can just already tell. I could truly already tell I'm gonna end up with less of him than I want to.
I mean, the Titans just gave up. But he's playing the Giants.
But then they fought back, dude. But then they fought back.
Right. And they did kind of stifle him after that second long touchdown he had.
I mean, the issue is his role is still the same. He does not catch passes. He doesn't even get all the goal line work. Like, it's just, he's a good play when no one's on him, but you're not.
Pete, you look good. That's what I was expecting out of you. It took you 30 seconds to find that and put it on. That's what you should have done.
Where did yours go?
Well, we can't have being upstaged by you, but Sassy Pete has turned into Santa Pete, and that's what we're here for. We're talking about yay or nay on Jonathan Taylor, Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Seems fine.
Would you rather play Saquon and spend up a little bit, or play Jonathan Taylor?
Probably Barkley.
Yeah. Like it is going to be
the whole thing keeping Barkley's projection down all year has been Hurts. So if there's no Hurts, I mean,
and Pickett looked decent. He looked decent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
no,
it's gonna.
No, I'm gonna push back. He made a couple
he can be Cooper Rush. He's not.
Yeah, he's serviceable, but the bottom line is like they're gonna have to rely on
Didn't he
Saquon.
get hurt too?
Pickett?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to the tent for something. I'm sure he'll be fine though.
Doesn't he have small hands?
We say on Monday.
He does have some small hands, but he'll
How
be
about-
okay.
Have we talked about?
No, the answer is no.
They're not even on this slate for some the Cardinals. I forgot they're not on the main slate.
Yeah, they're not on this slate.
I did just see a tweet that Gannon said it's going to be quote unquote close for him to play. So if you
Is
have,
he talking about Kitchen getting into the Fast Puppy 2 finals or James Conner's health?
can only imagine.
Gosh, this is why we drafted Benson. You know what I'm saying? I cannot wait for his 0.1 points.
He's going to be in the grossest timeshare with
He's-
DeMarcado and DJ Dallas.
DeMarcado's on IR and Benson's been out the last 2 weeks.
DJ Dallas scoring that touchdown was hilarious.
DJ Dallas looks like he's been eating good, brother.
Yeah.
He looks like he found a good Tex-Mex place close to his house in Arizona.
Dude, speaking of that, when Cordell Patterson caught that TD, I legit thought that was Darnell Washington.
Yeah, he looks
like,
so same thing.
Look,
He's
man, guys, if you know CP and I, we were in college together a long time ago. A lot of time has passed since then.
Can we get a look at where they are now? Eskimo Brothers photo.
Yeah, I still want to see a picture of the lady, of the lovely lady.
All right.
The answer to this is no. The answer to this is that Eno Benjamin is the platonic ideal of a cabal player. Like literally.
No, but this year's Eno Benjamin was Devontae Walker. Who did score a TD in week 15. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right. So if we're targeting the Titans defense again, you got two guys cheaper than Kendra Miller, Tajay Spears, ETN, and Bigsby if you have any sort of idea.
Can Pollard just stop playing?
He
Why
did.
is he?
He did
why is
yesterday.
But he never practices, and then he ends up playing, and then he gets injured again. Like, just Tony, take it easy, man.
If he doesn't play, then Tajay is going to be a smash for sure.
Didn't David unironically tout Tajay last week?
Yes, I did.
Well, unironic. Dave is actually such a normie that he's beyond irony. He couldn't even do something ironic if he wanted to.
A broken Titans fan is right twice a day, I believe, is how the.
You guys, if I
what
win,
what are you gonna do?
You guys' brands are going to be in shambles, knowing that I'm the guy that you try to make fun of during best ball season. No, I'm the guy who just won the Fast Puppy too.
What if I win the Fast Puppy too, Dave?
Are you in the finals?
I haven't looked at which one is which, but I've got 3 finals teams.
I refuse to believe this bit, Davis. You absolutely know everything about these teams.
The minimum payout for like the Fast Puppy is a $5 entry, but I think the minimum payout is like $800 or $900.
Here,
so
look,
you should know. Yeah, find out for us.
8 more minutes.
All right, we got to go to receiver because this is really where the decisions have to be made.
I, for one, am shocked that a first look show on Monday is not going too well.
To be fair, this is honestly only slightly less analysis than we normally get.
Oh,
but it is actually less.
My finals team has James Conner, so it's not worth shit anyways. So
it's gonna be close.
I think mine does.
I'm glad
too,
you had
Davis.
this look just to hear the disappointment.
So there you go. There you go. Thanks, guys. Thanks for fucking making me look at that. It's like, okay.
Is it a Fast Puppy? What is it?
It is the Puppy 3.
like the third puppy contest that didn't fill or that filled.
Mm-hmm. That's just what it's called.
So what's the minimum prize for that?
$850.
That's good, Davis. You just made $850. That's good, buddy.
The condescension in that is just
didn't have
devastating.
to have the buddy
That's good, buddy.
James Conner, huh?
What's up? What else is on the team, Davis? Give us a little optimism.
Chase Brown, I guess.
I
already closed it, man. I'm not going back to that.
Oh no, mine's Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Bucky Irving.
Wow,
so Brian Thomas Jr. this week. What are we thinking there?
Brian Thomas Jr. is up to 6.8K. I mean, I think you could make an argument he's like $1,000 underpriced. Like, why is what would be the argument for him being less expensive than AJ Brown? They're like the last month they're averaging same.
It's name and brand. Like they're not going to. They want to keep him.
He's
low.
A great play. Great play.
Yeah, he is. Parker Washington,
what do you think,
man?
What do we think about the Jets? Do we think Garrett Wilson being big mad post game about not getting the ball is enough to break up the Adams-Rodgers romance?
I think Rodgers now doesn't even have the ability to do that. Like maybe Rodgers 6 years ago, but now he's like, dude, I can only make the throws because I know where Adams is supposed to be. I can't do anything else. I can't learn what the routes Garrett Wilson likes to run. I can only throw to Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
You have to put either Saquon or Justin Jefferson in the lineup. Who's it going to be?
Well, are you a left wing slappy or a right wing slappy? I think you got to answer it that way.
All right. I guess I'm a right wing slappy.
You'd rather play Barkley than Jefferson, bro? At like 13.
Tuttle said the same thing.
Don't try to project ownership on a goddamn Monday right now.
Dude, I am
the best part of it because he tried to do it earlier. There's no way he's adjusting for it being an 8-game slate yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. Dan.
Yeah. Everything's like going to be way.
Everything's going to be way chalkier. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably what Evans is going to be the most popular wide receiver. He has to be with this incentive shit in this matchup.
I chased him last night. I had to.
Well, not
you have to, Jason.
That, but also Didn't they have a few injuries? Like Sterling Shepard went out as well. Kate Otten. I'm not sure.
So here's the
he's gonna
thing,
be
David. I'm not sure if Sterling Shepard's availability is gonna influence the Mike Evans projection too much.
Yeah, I guess I'm thinking about McMillan.
Yeah, I don't think
See,
he's moving the needle.
on your puppy TV, absolutely have to. I'm now noticing every question you brought up on this show revolves around a play on your puppy TV. What do we think about Jonathan Taylor this week?
No. Who was the tight end for Tampa Bay that I had no clue who he was last night? Yes, Payne Durham. Sounds like a law office, like a personal injury lawyer.
Yeah.
He had a good game.
He does, Dave. That's a good point.
He had a great game. All right.
That's good, Dave.
Thanks, guys.
Calvin Ridley revenge?
See, he's already played them, but he is going in Jacksonville because I've already thought about this.
Of course you have.
When I was scrolling, thinking
How many
of players,
thoughts have you had? I must have Achan. I love Ridley in a flop lag revenge game. This mini
location of the revenge matters.
Yeah, it could. It could. And then we've also got trying to figure out what happens with this New Orleans team. Like Chris Olave could be active next week. It's possible.
Any chance Jordan Mason could be active next week? I'm looking at my best ball teams now. Any chance we got Jordan Mason?
I don't think so. I just noticed I had Josh Downs on this team. So
all right, this is even for us. This is really bad. This even for us, man. This is bad stuff. All right, Dave. Let's
tight end.
Let's
go tight end. Davis, don't
make a team on FanDuel now, guys.
Davis, mark down right now on the timestamps 56:47.
Guys, that is about as funny as Tuttle gets. I'm doing a timestamp for Tuttle making a joke.
What did he say? I didn't hear it.
Make a team on FanDuel.
He said now it's time to make a team on FanDuel. Yeah, can we see Andy's team and then let's get out of here? Is that possible? Here, I'll navigate.
Brock Bowers and log out for the people who watched this video because of SEO that brought them to a Week 17 personal DFS show. And made
I apologize, guys. This was a Monday before the Monday Night Football game.
Hey, Davis, pull up my screen.
Andy 8052. Here we go.
All right, he's got a Josh Allen team. He's got the JT Chase Brown, Singletary Charbonnet. Chuba, I will notice Kenneth Walker listed as a DNP today as we record this. Amon-Ra, Metcalf, Keenan, Keon Coleman, Ladd, Polk, McMillan, Hollins, Mac Hollins, Troy Franklin, and then does have Brock and Kate Otten.
No, so
Josh Allen's going to be pretty
all
low
alive. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking about these guys that went nuclear a couple weeks ago that did not yesterday.
Yeah, you'd hate to have anyone who went nuclear. Like too high owned.
No, I'm saying that
I would be so fucking pissed if I showed up to the BBM finals with all the chalk players. I would.
Oh God, dude! It's all about the leverage. Like, imagine showing up with Saquon and Chase, dude.
I'd be messaging Rudman, just DQ this team. I don't even want to look at it.
All right.
It's a little close to home, Peter. It's a little close.
Yeah, I was going to say, talking about even the final room, it's just like we don't need to. It's Christmas. We don't need to ruin anybody's dreams.
I love how Santa looks like he's resting on Tuttle's back shoulder like that.
Okay, do we like Chig this week? That's my only question. Do we like Chig this week?
Oh my God.
Enough.
He's got
Chig,
8
man.
or 9 targets the past 2 weeks. He's going off. He's 3,500.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine because you didn't even look at it. This is a first look show. So you had no clue about Chig. And you're just wanting to sassy.
Here we go, David. I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
The Chig, the Mason Rudolph, Ridley Chig, Brian Thomas Jr. stack wins somebody $1 million. There you go.
There you go.
Is he going to be you, Dave?
Chig's not on my puppy team, so there goes that.
Well, there's not $1 million up top there. Dan said it was going to win someone $1 million.
Yeah,
you're going to play that in the Millie Maker.
Okay. All right. Any other tight ends before we move on, Davis? We got to get out of here.
Brock Bowers and log out.
Okay. There you go. Final thoughts, Tuttle? You want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays?
Of course I would. We got one prop. Kansas State, Avery Johnson, over 200 passing yards. I think it's 200.5. I think that's a Thursday game. I don't know. Everything's mixed together on this lovely week.
Avery Johnson is a G. Love that guy.
He is. I'm hoping DJ gets off.
You don't know about Avery Johnson, bro.
Avery Johnson's a G.
Davis, I know about Avery Johnson.
You don't know shit about the first ever 5-star quarterback to attend the Kansas State University. All
right. The Consigliere says he needs another one. Listen, we can't give all the tea out, but maybe we'll have one on the Swolecast members only show. Oh, Bobby Ray Bands with a $9.99 gift says Merry Christmas, fellas.
Wow. Just giving, doesn't want anything in return. Like Trey Benson versus Tyrone Tracy, half-point PPR.
Must be nice. Just giving out the gifts.
Davis, did I hear you got some big super chats on Sunday?
Yes. Yeah. Christopher Davis sent a big one. So shout out to him. Lord knows, $100 US.
Whoa. On the Swolecast members only show, someone gave us a $50 gift.
It's true.
To ask the origin of Davis versus Jacob Rickroad.
Oh, did you do it?
Yeah.
Man, I gotta go back and listen.
Well, he lost a bet to me in Scott Fishbowl like 8 or something and never got over it.
That's not what this show's about. We're spreading cheer. We're spreading holiday cheer on this show.
This is marketing because people who aren't YouTube members want to go and listen to become members to listen to that show. So don't know.
Well, they got the whole blow by blow. They can go learn what the bet was. They can go get all of that. And Swolecast YouTube membership, the perfect Christmas present.
It is really the perfect Christmas gift if we could actually gift it out. Davis, final thoughts?
That's all I got.
No? Okay. Just
long
sigh. Hey, buddy, next year is your year.
Next year, I'll probably advance. Next year, I'm just going to draft like Leone. Just going to upload the ETR ranks. Not going to have more than
Did Leone get any finals teams in?
No. He bricked.
Tough scenes. All right, Pete.
Use promo code Pete when you guys check out at JCrew. We'll get you 10% off your holiday order.
That's nice.
I think this is Old Navy, but
Yeah. Okay. All right. And I just want to say we appreciate you all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Whatever you're celebrating. We love you guys and gals. And we want you to have an amazing week 17. If you ship this thing, it's not about us. If you want to mention us,
but in a more serious way, it is actually very much about us.
To mention us, you can.
That's fair. I need to do the same.
Yeah.
No, you'd be doing a disservice to yourself, to the community, for not continuing the long storied tradition of shouting out the Swolecast.
Yeah.
As the reason you won 1.5 mil.
Yeah. And you never know what's going to happen to that. It's like the lottery winners that win something and something bad happens to them. You see them like what happened to them now. So you don't want to be on that list. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'll say. So shout out to everyone for joining us on this Monday, early first look show. Merry Christmas, everyone, and we'll see you next time here on the Swolecast. Sponsored by IKB. Peace.
Can you name that? Mattek from the Swolecast? I was like, yep, that's me.
I just want you guys to know I'm total dust. I'm the problem.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Leave it to the guy with the crypto dunes, Abby, to not understand content.
I should have known you getting 30 likes was directly written by someone else.
You know me, I don't do a ton of research before the show.
I've put no research into this. Don't know if it's true at all.